Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. This is watcharc. My name is Simone. I am a 21-year-old Italian broke watch enthusiast. A couple of weeks ago, I was browsing Amazon, procrastinating what I had to do, and I happened to find this watch. This is the Timex Fairfield Avenue. I looked at it. Two things almost instantly took my interest, because first of all, this has a great price tag, an amazing value for money in my opinion, and second of all, the design is really one of those designs that kind of reminds me of a lot of these new fashion watches like Daniel Wellington, MPMT, Vincero, or whatever. Basically a really simple design, classic design with Roman numerals and everything. So I figured that I should try this one out, because this could be really a great value for money piece. If someone enjoys that kind of design language, I'm not the biggest fan admittedly, but I can enjoy that. If someone is into that, I feel like this is a great option. Obviously better than any Daniel Wellington or whatever, if we're talking about value for money. But also, this is Timex, so it's a trusted brand. But the design is great. I think this is a great watch. It's a great option if you're someone that is starting to get into watches. You want a piece that is a little bit more dressy maybe than your divers. But yeah, I think this is a great option also for smaller wristed people. This is 37 millimeters, so great, right? I enjoy this watch very much. It's got a couple of issues obviously, but they can be excused for the price mostly. So this is really a great contender for a great everyday piece for a beginner watch collector. So let's dive deeper and get into the review. So guys, first of all, let's talk specs. This is a smaller watch. It's got 37 millimeters for the diameter, 42 lug to lug, which is great in my opinion. It's 8 millimeters deep, so not too bad, and it's got 18 millimeters lug width. Let's talk about the lugs, right? These are really interesting lugs, I think, in the design, because they're really slim lugs. They're grid lugs, so changing strap is very easy. 18 millimeter strap are not as common as 20, but I think 20 would really not suit this watch style. So I'm glad they went with 18. I'm glad they went out of their way to make drilled lugs, which are a great feature in my opinion. And also because I'm not sure if I can call this one an 8, probably not. It's more of a single pass strap. I'm not the biggest fan of it. I can excuse that for 20 euros, which is the price tag for this watch, but it's really not high quality. It's not a high quality feeling thing, but it's okay for the price point, guys. The clasp, on the other hand, I feel like it's really well made. I think it's stainless steel, and I love it. It's signed, so the clasp is really a strong point. The strap is not, sadly. What's good, I think, not amazing, but what's good is the build of this watch. We've got a stainless steel back, and that's all right. That's the standard. We have not a stainless steel case, but it's brass. Brass is a common material used throughout the Timex more affordable range. I have my Timex Expedition, which is made out of brass, and it's not really something that bad. I think that watch, the Expedition, is kind of scratched and beaten up already, so I'm not the biggest fan. But this one is looking good right now. Is looking fine. It's all polished, because this is sort of a dress your watch, I think. That's how, at least how I'm calling it, and I love how it looks. I love how it feels. I love the design. The design is really the strong point for this watch. The specs are basic. This is obviously a quartz watch. The movement, I tried to find some information about it, I couldn't come up with anything. The only clue that we do have is that on the back, when I unboxed this one, go look up at the unboxing if you haven't yet, there was a sticker that said the movement was produced in the Philippines. So we know this is a Philippines made movement, it's a quartz movement, so it's nothing special, obviously, for 20 euros. What could you expect? Let's talk dial and hands, because I feel this is a great combination. The dial is obviously very simple, it's all printed, obviously. We have Roman numerals all around. I feel like this is really attractive. We've got Timex written at 12 o'clock, then at 6 o'clock, water resistant, and Indiglo. We managed to have Indiglo in this one, and I'm really happy about it. I love Indiglo as a feature. First of all, because it's very cool to have a watch do this for 20 euros. It's amazing. And then it's very useful as well. I feel like it's a feature that does not get enough recognition. Everyone is so keen on having the best lume ever, and I am one of those. I love my lume, but when you have Indiglo, you don't really care, because boom, you press the button, the light is on. Who cares? You can read your watch in whatever lighting condition at your will, and that's amazing. I think this is really a great feature. I love that Indiglo can be used by people that spend only $20 on watches. This is really, I think this is one of my favorite features of this watch. It's not if not my favorite. What is not really my favorite is the hands. So there's nothing really wrong. It's just that I don't feel this is the best design ever. I'm not the biggest fan. This sort of needle, I'm not sure how to call it, but they're sort of slimmer at the end, and when they're at the pinion, they're really large for some reason. I'm not sure. I'm not the biggest fan of the hands, and plus you can really see the hands are that part where you can really see this is a cheap watch, but I don't care. Alright, it's for $20, who cares? So, what Timex is famous for at this price point, at this quartz level of watches, is noise. This is sort of a noisy watch, but surprisingly, I have no idea why, guys, I swear. It's less noisy than the Expedition Scout. I'm just going to let you hear this. If you heard something, this is really not a super noisy watch. It's still a noisy watch. Not as noisy as other Timexes that I have seen. I have no idea, guys, why. Some Timexes are really very loud, some are not loud at all, some, like this one, are sort of in the middle.
Sometimes may be good, sometimes may be shit.
So I would phrase this one as it's not the best thing, but it's livable. The Expedition Scout it's almost unlivable. This one can be excused, I think. Also because this is really $20, guys. Let's keep that in mind. Obviously, this watch has got a couple of issues. The strap is not the best. The movement is unknown. The movement itself is kind of noisy. The crown is not as grippy as I would like it to be. And overall, when you factor in all of the things that this watch does great and this watch does very bad, you end up having a watch which is a great package, I think. I love how it looks, I love how it feels. It's a sort of a little funny, playful piece to have in your collection, just to sit around. I love this watch, I love this little piece, and I've already used this more than my Casio Databank, for example, because this is really a comfortable watch. This really disappears on the wrist, as a lot of people like to say. So this is a great option. I think you should be considering this one. So let's get our conclusion during the end of this review. So guys, let's take our conclusions here. I feel like this is a great option to buy. If you're someone that is just getting into watches, just like I am basically, and if you're really interested in that kind of design language of minimalism and everything, I'm not really that, but I feel like out there are a lot of people that actually are. I feel like this is a great watch if you want to have one. This is well built, well made for the price. It's basically a no-brainer. I love it. I love its own quirkiness. It's really a playful watch. Like, guys, let's not get carried away thinking this is the best watch ever, or it's got no flaws, or it's so rainbow and everything is great. Obviously it's got its own problems because it's a $20 watch. What do you expect? But I feel like this watch still has a soul. It's really one of these playful little watches that just get people hooked. They see once in a mall, they buy one, and then 2 years later they're out there buying a Tissot, basically. So this is what I feel like about this watch. So guys, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope you enjoyed it. If you like the style of video, subscribe to the channel. If you like the video itself, like it, and let me know in the comments down below what you think about this Timex. I love it very much, as I said, but let me know your thoughts because I'm really curious. So guys, thank you very much for watching. This has been watcharc. My name is Simone. I am a 21-year-old Italian broke watch enthusiast.